In the modern world, cute is just part of our visual language. Think about how we communicate with emojis, avatars, and how much we love those cute videos. In Japan, cuteness is part of a distinct cultural trend known as kawaii. It has developed over decades and is now a worldwide phenomenon, including fashion, music, and the contemporary art world. One of the pioneers of kawaii art, Takashi Murakami, is known for blurring the lines between fine art and cute commercialism. You might be familiar with his pop art smiling flowers and cartoonish Mr. D.O.B., but kawaii art also goes beyond the cuteness aspect. Although there are many genres, the aesthetic is most often expressed in a character. Simple or complex, cute or not, realism is not a requirement. Today we're going to imagine and create our own creatures using soft and fuzzy materials. They might take inspiration from kawaii, or, should you choose, they might not follow the cute look at all. The idea is to make them completely your own creation. Let's start by creating a simple body. Cut some craft stems in half to 6-inch pieces. Plan on 8 half stems and 2 full stems per pet. If possible, plan stem color to coincide with the yarn or cotton that's going to be used to cover it. We'll need 7 of the half stems to start out with. Line them up and then wrap a piece of masking tape or colored vinyl tape, electrical tape, painter's tape, something like that, around one end and trim off any excess. Yes, we have 8 half stems, but weaving works best with an odd number. So spread the stems apart in kind of a circular manner like this. Then take one of the full stems, wrap the end around one of the stems close to where they're joined, close to the tape, and just secure it by bending it around. Then we're going to weave the stem around again in a circular manner, bending it so that we have kind of a circle, like so. And when you reach the end, secure it again by wrapping a little bit of the end tightly around the wire that it ends up at. So you end up with kind of a spiral like this. Now, we're going to bend these around so that the other ends join up. You don't have to worry that they're lined up completely or that everything's even. And take some more tape, wrap it around those ends, just as we did at first. Now, we're going to spread those apart so we have kind of a spherical shape. And take your next full-length wire and do the same thing that we did at the other end. We're going to wrap it closely here near the tape, and then we're going to weave. It's a little harder to do when you've got it together in a sphere, but it's not difficult. Just over, under. This is going to give it some strength and hold its shape for you. When we reach the end, we wrap it around. Now, you can stuff the stem with some crumpled scrap paper, tissue, or bubble wrap, and that will help hold the circular shape. Now, to cover our pet here, we've got a couple options. The first one is to use some of these craft fluffs. Yes, these are cotton balls, but they are pre-colored with some nice fun pastel colors, and they can be unrolled into a strip like this. If you pull the sides gently apart, you can make it a little wider, kind of loosen up the density, a little flatter like that. Then take one end, kind of tuck it in underneath the wires to start out with, and then begin to wrap it around the craft stem sphere, then tuck it back under. Now, interesting, the fuzziness of the craft stems helps grab onto the fibers of the cotton and hold it in place, and we don't really need glue. It's going to stay there. You might need a few of these craft fluffs to cover in a solid fashion. You can attach them at various points, make a couple of layers, kind of move it around like so, and to form it. Okay, so I've got that about half covered. As an alternative, another choice, you can mix colors, but you can also use some fuzzy yarns. Particularly, I love this faux fur yarn. Just start by giving it a little knot to tie it onto a piece of the wire. Then wrap, weave, or just tie the yarn in various places to cover the sphere. For best results, I really do find that if you start at the end and work your way towards the middle, it's a little bit easier. All right, well, this is a little bit of a strange creature here, kind of half and half, but that's kind of fun too. I can imagine this being maybe the face and this being the body, two different colors of fur on my animal. But what would you make this? How would you transform this fluffy sphere into your creature? You could add more wires to create legs, wings, fins, etc. Just simply secure them by reaching in here, finding the wire again, and twisting it around that. You could cut ears, eyes, and other details from felt and glue it in place. I do recommend using Aleene's felt and foam tacky glue. It's kind of hard sometimes to get felt to stick to itself, and this glue secures it very well. Add feathers, pom-poms, ribbons, and other craft items that you might have on hand. And as an option, you could design a trading card for your puff pet, including details and information about where it lives, what it does, and what special powers you imagine it might possess. Remember, this character can be anything you want it to be: animal, human, alien, mythical, cute, or creepy. Enjoy your new pet and visit this lesson plan at dickblick.com. You'll find out more about kawaii art and all the fun supplies that we've used to make these creatures.